Hello guys, how are you all guys doing? This is Chelsea Unfiltered. We need to have this conversation. There are a lot of rumors around Chelsea players, and as it progresses, it will be unfolding. It will be unfolding, and Chelsea are in a difficult situation that they have to sell players. They have to sell players in order to align themselves with the FIFA rules and UEFA rules. And Chelsea don't have Champions League football. It makes it even more difficult. They are not, they didn't qualify for Champions League. So financially, we are in a bad place. There's no money anywhere, and there are things we have to put in place in order to be able to function well as a club. So there are a lot of sales that Chelsea need to do. There are a lot of sales that Chelsea need to do. There will be a lot of outgoings that will happen this summer. So it's going to be interesting how Chelsea navigate through these difficult periods. It's going to be interesting. But if you're here, just subscribe. Tell me what you think on the comments. Turn off the notification bell so that when I drop a video, you'll be the first to know about it. So let's get into it. There are a lot of players. In fact, there are a lot of rumors surrounding all the players that Chelsea have. So it's going to be interesting how Chelsea navigate through it, because they need to sell and they need money. They need to sell and they need money. But what I want us to talk about in this video is the major players Chelsea must keep at all costs. At all costs. At all costs. There are players, key players that Chelsea must keep, because it is the foundation of what they are looking to build around or build as the season progresses. They must keep these players at all costs. In as much as they need money, they need to sell to get players in. They also need to sell to align themselves with the rules, the FA rules and UEFA rules, that to balance the book, they need to keep this player. In as much as they need to sell to balance the book, they also need to sell to fund the incoming players. They need to keep these key players. It's very, very important to their project. And if they are going to be taken serious, these players will prove how serious they are. How serious they are. Number one is João Pedro. Thank God the rumor of João Pedro going out from Chelsea, and I believe even before this rumor, I believe that it is going to be a difficult thing for Barcelona to buy Chelsea, because Chelsea is in a position where they don't have they cannot sell João Pedro. They are not selling João Pedro. It's not something that they are willing to do in as much as they have money. João Pedro have just played one season and he has over 20 goals and assists in one season, and which is a good return for a striker. It's a good return for a striker. So that's a rumor concerning him and Barcelona has died up. Chelsea has made their stance known on João Pedro that he is not going anywhere. He's number one. The truth is that I think for other clubs it's easier than it is to Chelsea. Yes, when it comes to striker, the last striker that Chelsea have had who has done well is Diego Costa. After Diego Costa, we have tried a lot of players: Morata, Higuain, Lukaku, who again? Michi, that's Belgium guy. Who again? We did not try. And nothing worked. So Jackson did fair. Jackson was fair. Jackson tried in his first season. I think he tried. But he was not enough to lead the line. He was not enough to lead the line, but it's enough to be a squad player because I'll pick him over the lap. I'll pick him over the lap because of he's a team player. He brings more than goals, not just goals. He brings a lot to the team, and I'll pick him over the lap. So replacing João Pedro will be a difficult thing. And in the market of strikers, tell me a striker that you can think of that is available, that we can pay on this low wage system that we are operating. Tell me a striker that is available. The market for striker is very, very horrible. And the only striker that I can think of now that is okay, if you are selling João Pedro, it's Osimhen. And Chelsea will not sign Osimhen. They can't pay him. Apart from that, Alvarez, they can't sign him because they can't pay him. Who else? Okay, Inter Milan striker, I think Martinez, they can't sign him, they can't pay him. Who else? Which striker can we think of? Which striker can we think of now that we will say, okay, we will go after this guy? Okay. If not on relying on potentials again. And as far as EPL is concerned, if you want to be taken serious, you need a good striker. If you don't have a striker, you should have wingers that produce goals. At least that can give you 2 wingers that can give each 10 to 15 goals. Each from the left, from the right, 10 to 15 goals, 10 to 15 goals. Just like Arsenal are doing. Arsenal have Saka. Saka is giving them goals. They're not just relying on their front line. Their wingers are giving them goals. And we don't have that luxury. The wingers we have maybe 8 goals, 6, 9. Extra had injury. This is first season. Kopama has been struggling with form in a season where our strikers are not doing well. Kopama was the leading scorer. So that's that. So selling João Pedro is a very difficult thing. It's not a wise thing to do. As far as football is concerned, it's not a wise thing to do. It's not a wise thing to do. But there are other players that can. Chelsea can afford to replace Enzo Fernandez. They can afford to replace Enzo Fernandez. They can replace Enzo Fernandez without stress. There are players who can give you the same return, even with low with low budgets. There are players you can get 60, 70, 40, 50 that can give you the same return that Enzo is giving. But when it comes to striker, it is difficult to replace. That's why I think Chelsea don't need to sell their Pedro. Number 2 is Caicedo. Man City struggle without Rodrigo. I don't think Arsenal would have won the league if Declan Rice was not involved in that team. Any team who is going to do anything serious must have a reliable and strong DM. It's very important. A reliable and strong DM is very, very important. It's very, very important. And that's the base of the midfield. And anything Chelsea need to or are going to do, whatever the sales they are going to make this season, they need to make sure that Caicedo remain in the team. If they are to be taken serious, the time we won the league, we had Matic. At some point before we had Mikel, we had Essien, we had Matic. Who again? We have Kante. Now, in the city and the team that won the league, outside the big team, which was Leicester City, we had Kante. Rodrigo, when they won the league, Man City, when they won the league, they had Rodrigo. And even till now, they still have Rodrigo. And each time Rodrigo is not in their team, has injury for a long time, that's still struggle. That still struggles. Because it's the base of the midfield. It's the base of the midfield. A strong, reliable DM that can give you 30 to 36 matches is very, very important. And we have that in Caicedo. Chelsea must keep him at all cost. And finally, is Levi Colwill. So some of you will suggest Kopama. I agree, but I'm picking these two. They are more important than every other person in that team. Levi Colwill. Our team look different when Levi Colwill is one, fit and playing. And any team who is going to win any major thing or even qualify for Champions League will have their leader in defense. And Levi Colwill is part of the leaders we have when it comes to that defensive team. Anybody you pair him with, he makes them look good. That's the way it is with Van Dijk. That's the way it is. I'm not comparing Levi Colwill with Van Dijk. That's the way it is with all the teams who has done major things. Look at even Man City. Look at Arsenal. Look at even Man U. They're winning the league. Look at their defense. So these three players, to me, as far as this Chelsea team is concerned, no matter how bad they need money, should be untouchable. They should be untouchable. They are the players that Alonso will build the team around. They are the players that Alonso need to build the team around. That's my take. So I think that Chelsea will do their best to make sure that they keep these players and build the team around them. Tell me what you think in the comments. Drop your suspicion.